Hi everybody, it's AP Queen, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about getting straight A's in middle school. Now, throughout all of middle school, I had to get straight A's, so I did. I only ever got one A minus, but my principal counted that as an A. So, why should you get good grades in middle school? One, they will prepare you, your study techniques that you will learn will prepare you for high school, which will then prepare you for college. Two, they, the people, like your principals and your teachers, will use your grades to say whether or not you can get into honors programs, AP programs, and whether or not you can be in fast-paced programs. For example, I am currently in Honors English 9. Last year, I had 100% in English, and I was one of the top scoring students in my class. And English isn't my easiest subject, so I studied my butt off and I got an A. And if I had not done that, I would not have gotten into Honors English 9. There have been other cases where my teachers have been a little bit on the edge of whether or not they will let me take a AP class for my sophomore year, and then they see my grades and they're like, oh, okay, let's let her in. So high schools do look at what your grades were in middle school. More or less 8th grade than any other year, but when you're looking at trying to get into honors program your 7th grade year for math, which is something that happened at my school, a lot of kids had not cared about their grades and they were getting C's and D's and they were not allowed into the program. And that was kind of the prerequisite to high school honors math. Okay, so now that we got over why you should get good grades, let's go into how to get good grades. So the first advice that I have is to get a planner. I personally use an at-a-glance planner, and I'll leave the link to the website below. I use their weekly planner, and in there I just write down my homework, and I write down test dates. So let's say I have a test on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and then I'll put in science test. And then I know that I have a science test, and then I know when I get home that I have to plan out how to study for that, which I'll go into later. But if you write down all of your homework, you won't forget any of it, and then you'll actually do better in class because you'll understand the material. When it comes to test time, you won't have to go over as much stuff, and homework also counts for like 30% of your grade when you're in middle school. Okay, my second plan is to study. So I know that it can be tempting to just do your homework and then run around and have fun, but you also need to study. If you don't study for a test, then you won't do well. So just think of so take what your test is. Let's go off of that science test I was going off earlier. And then think about what material it is on. And then go from there. So let's say, Friday you want to study parts of the genome. And Saturday you want to do, I don't know, something to do with biology. I took biology this summer. But just break it down into little eatable chunks. You can also just take everything that you learned and put it all into your online study website, and then you can just make it into flashcards and review it every single day and know that you're going to be ready. Put in reading over notes, maybe if you have a textbook, skimming over the chapter, that kind of stuff. And eventually you'll have just a feeling in your core of what you should do to study for that test that's coming up. So my fourth tip, or third tip, I'm forgetting count now, is to make a Quizlet account. Quizlet is an online study website, and I will put in the link down below. And that website is amazing. They have games that you can do if you're like getting bored and you really don't want to be doing flashcards or learning. I'll explain that later. But they have games that you can do, and they're great for memorizing things. Even if you just need to review your notes and you don't want to have to read over notes, it's more of active recall. Active recall sticks with you longer. So with Quizlet, you can put in pictures if you have a Quizlet Plus account, and you can also put in like a definition of a term, and then you can put in the term, so that it's good for definitions. If you have like any vocab tests, along with, they have Speller, so to help you with spelling. They also have, like I said, games. Something that I found extremely useful this year is just putting in my notes into the definition side and putting in the subtitle and the term part. There's a lot of different things that you can do with Quizlet as long as you're creative. And Quizlet has kept me getting straight A's since 6th grade and on. So it is sort of a lifetime thing that is extremely helpful. So yeah, those are all the tips that I have for middle school students who want to get straight A's. Bye!